Is Sam Darnold worth a first round pick? Well, Adam Schefter thinks so.
Again, Sam Darnold, in my mind, I know people will say no way. They'll say he's not worth a first round pick. I headed into the offseason thinking that they would get a second round pick and maybe something else for him. I thought that would be his value if they decided to trade him. I think with all the movement going on, I think with what Matthew Stafford went for, I think that his value in the end, if they trade him, will be some sort of late one. That's my sense and belief.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary, back with another video. Today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do a slideshow narrative kind of format. No, it's not what we're used to on here, but doing things a little different today. Already had a cornerback video come out today about the NFL draft, but wanted to get into this Darnold story. So Adam Schefter comes out and he says that he thinks the Jets could get a late first round pick for Sam Darnold. Now, obviously, a lot of Jets fans are excited about that because for the most part, I think people thought that Darnold would get somewhere around the second, myself included. I thought he would be a second and maybe a late round pick or a late round pick swap on top of that. Some people thought potentially a fourth, which is just absolutely insane to me. But nonetheless, if you were to trade Sam Darnold, I think at this point, based on how he played in 2020, which wasn't great, the expectation was that he was going to bring a day two pick, an early day two pick. But now, Adam Schefter, who is clearly in the know at ESPN, is saying that he thinks it could be a late first. So who would those teams potentially be? I'll give you three teams who I think it could potentially be. Now, first team is the Indianapolis Colts. Even Matt Miller, formerly of Bleacher Report, NFL Draft Scout, said that Indy makes a ton of sense. The Indianapolis Colts have the 21st pick. So if you're telling me the Jets could land the 21st overall pick for Sam Darnold, that would be absolutely phenomenal. I would do that in a second. The second team that I think could make sense is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are picking 24th. So that would give the Jets pick number 2, 23, and 24 in the first round. Obviously, the Steelers had to figure out what the heck they're doing with Ben Roethlisberger. Is he coming back in 2021? Or are they going to go a different direction and go a younger route? They could be a team that I think would be in the mix. And the last team who would fit that bill as a late first round pick would be the New Orleans Saints. And I think that they are really liking Jameis Winston. It looks like that they are interested in bringing Jameis Winston back. So maybe that would take them out of the picture. But to me, Indy at 21, Pittsburgh at 24, those could be the teams that could be in the mix. Washington at 19 seems a little too early. I would love that, obviously, if the Jets got the 19th overall pick for Sam Darnold, but I don't think they'd be willing to do that. And to me, the debate for some of these teams who would be trading for Sam would be, do I like Sam Darnold over Kyle Trask or Mac Jones? Because those are the quarterbacks who will be there. There are 4 quarterbacks who are going to go likely in the top 15. Trevor Lawrence, first overall. Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, and Trey Lance is the 4th. You could put whatever order you want for Zach Wilson or Justin Fields at 2 and 3. But to me, that's the 4 guys who I would be surprised if any of those 4 make it past San Francisco at 12, to be quite honest with you. And then the teams after that have to decide if they prefer Kyle Trask or Mac Jones over Sam Darnold's potential. I think I'd rather go Sam Darnold if I'm being completely honest with you at that point. I'm not big on either of those 2 guys as a long-term prospect. If you think you could fix Sam Darnold, it will be a reclamation project. But supposedly Schefter is saying that he believes that it could be a first-round pick in return. I would be surprised if that were the case. I think the Jets are likely to get a second if they do move on from him. But could you imagine having 3 first? What that could do for you in either rebuilding through the draft or trading for Deshaun Watson. There's so much that goes into play in this offseason. So I, for one, am damn excited about the potential of Joe Douglas building this roster and all the different ways that he has to go in building this roster. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Can the Jets get a first for Sam Darnold? I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.